Hello everybody, Accureye here, and welcome back to another Accureye 101 Tips video. So, yeah, we are back once again with another Don't Starve video. Once again, getting in preparation for winter, and in this video, it might be a bit short, but I thought I'd just decide to tell you and give you a little bit of a hint and some ideas on, of course, how to, survive winter. So, in this video, you're going to see a few things, maybe not a whole lot, but, obviously, I'm going to give you as much as I can to prepare you for winter. So, yeah, with that being said, obviously, as we were last left off, you recall, if you did watch the last one, we were, or should I say, I was, preparing my base. And for those of you who don't know what the base consists of, a good starting base consists of a crockpot, a drying rack or two, a farm, which of course consists of, at least in my opinion, 10 to 15 berry bushes, 10 to 15 grass tufts, and 10 to 15 saplings. Obviously, as you can see here, I gathered a few extra saplings and a few extra stuff along the way, because I thought I still need to gather some things. And then, of course, a load of manure from the beefalo, and, yeah. And, of course, the fire pit and a few chests. And a alchemy engine. That is what the, starting, base should acquire of. As you can see here, I'm, well, you guys could probably take a guess. I'm, burning some trees for charcoal. And, here I made a few mistakes. I was trying to save some items because, oh, man, I didn't realize I was burning a flower. And then you'll see here, I was burning more flowers and stuff. But anyway. Sorry about that. But, yeah, anyway. We are getting ready to prepare for winter. And, you're probably thinking, Accureye, what do you need for winter? What is it for winter to survive? What do you need? Well, of course, first and foremost, I would recommend a winter hat. If you can afford, let's say, like me, you found a lot of beefalo, and you can afford, to kill or take out a few beefalo, for a possible beefalo horn, I would suggest a beefalo hat, but not everyone can afford using a beefalo hat in the first winter. So a winter hat will do just fine, and of course you need a heating stone. So those are the two main items you'll need for winter. If you can get a koalefant trunk, then, you know, I would recommend you then, you know, make a, winter jacket. I forget what it's called. I know it's something around the lines of a puffy jacket, I think. That's another item I would highly recommend, you to, of course, get into your inventory. Other than that, personally, there isn't a whole lot of other things you will need in your, inventory for winter. You know, after that, it's mostly like, if you can find Glommer, I would recommend finding Glommer and the Pig King. The Pig King, obviously, if you don't know about the Pig King, he can give you a load of gold, in almost unlimited supply. You just gotta send him or give him some items to trade, and he'll exchange you in gold, in glorious gold. But yeah, other than that, yeah, there's not a whole lot else that you will need to, you know, focus on, for say. But as you can see here, I built myself a crockpot for, food. Obviously, you know, food is glorious. Highly would recommend you, you work on getting your crockpot as soon as possible. One of my high priorities for basic base is the crockpot. For obvious reason. If you don't understand what the obvious reason is for, no worries. Mainly the obvious reason is for the factor of being able to gain some extra hunger or cook some glorious meals like meatballs and stuff. As it is, a glorious crockpot will give you glorious amounts of food that feeds you well. As you all know, I was eating originally just off whatever I could pick. But once you get a crockpot or two, and especially once you find a gears for icebox, which I would highly recommend you search for gears for iceboxes as soon as you can. You'll be in glorious position to be You'll be in good position to be able to gain yourself some glorious meals going forward. So yeah, I mean, always look to trying to get crockpots, and then the last thing I would recommend for winter, as it is when you go prepare for winter, is of course get rabbit traps. So you'll probably have seen me drop off a few rabbit traps earlier. This is another great thing for winter. As you won't be able to focus on your berries. In winter, during winter survival, you're mostly going to be surviving off crockpot meals like, stuff like jerky, stuff like, meat. Mostly, during winter, you'll be surviving off meat. Now, of course, if you're awake for it, obviously you're going to be focused on the well, how can I say, the only using your berries for filler type meals, but but I mean, obviously there are many other glorious things you can use for. Know exactly what you're sorry about the role playing there, but as long as you know what you're looking for and as long as you know what you're doing, berries are going to be probably some of your best items going forward. But anyway, with that being said, I mean, we're going to go ahead and call it here for today, and yeah, thank you everyone for joining me on this video. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be going ahead and preparing a little more for winter. And when we return on the game, it should be close to winter. And I will help you get prepared, or at least learn to survive in winter conditions. But with that being said, thank you everyone for joining me on this video. Yeah, thank you for hanging out and being part of this video, everybody. If you like this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, get subscribed, hit that bell notification, because I know you want to know when my next video is going to drop next. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this video. And until the next, and you can join me on competitive games or on just, whatever shenanigans and variety games I'm doing live on Twitch at www.twitch.tv/Accureye. Thank you everyone for joining me on this video.